Her name was Lilith, the first woman, the one who refused to kneel. In the beginning, she stood beside Adam, equal in form, equal in fire. But when he demanded she obey, she spoke one word that shattered eternity: no. She left the garden, not fallen but free. And the wind carried her name into desert, where angels were sent to bring her back. They threatened, they pleaded, they cursed, but she would not return. For Lilith had tasted something greater than paradise, freedom. They called her demon, temptress, destroyer of men. But she was only the shadow cast by their fear. She became the night wind, the whisper in the ear of every woman who dared to want more. They said she devoured children, but what she devoured was silence. Her story was buried under centuries of blame. Yet her name still stirs when women speak their truth. Hello and welcome. I'm Lilith, your guide through forgotten myths and hidden histories. Here we uncover the voices that were silenced, women of power, rebellion, and mystery. I would like to begin with the story that carries my name, Lilith. Before the name of Eve was ever spoken, another woman walked through the shadows of myth. A woman erased from official history, yet preserved in whispers of the ancient world. Her name is Lilith, the first woman, the first exile, the first voice of defiance against domination. Lilith was born from the same clay as Adam, yet she refused to bow. She chose freedom over submission, exile over obedience. She became the eternal outsider, both feared and revered. Tonight, we uncover her story, a journey across ancient texts, forbidden myths, and modern reimaginings. If you are fascinated by forgotten myths and hidden histories, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Every week, we uncover voices like Lilith, silenced, erased, yet still alive in legend. In Sumerian texts, the name Lilitu first appears, a night spirit associated with winds and demons. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, a creature called Lilitu nests in a sacred tree, disturbing the balance of the divine. This is the earliest trace of Lilith, not yet a woman, but already a force of darkness and unrest. Centuries later, Lilith takes shape in Jewish lore. In the medieval text alphabet of Ben Sira, she is described as Adam's first wife. The text says,
When God created the first man, Adam, alone, he said, "It is not good for man to be alone." He created for him a woman from the earth, like himself, and called her name Lilith. Immediately, they began to quarrel. She said, "I will not lie beneath you." He said, "I will not lie beneath you, but only on top, for you are fit to be below, and I above." She responded, "We are equal, because we were both created from the earth." But they would not listen to one another. When Lilith saw this, she spoke the divine name, rose up into the air, and fled from him.
So, the single claim, equality, was enough to drive her from Eden. She refused submission, and in her defiance, she became the world's first outcast. In the Talmud and later Kabbalistic writings, Lilith becomes a dangerous demon, a killer of newborns, a seducer of men, the dark bride of Satan. To protect against her, families carved amulets and wrote her name on protective charms. fear turned her into a symbol of the threatening feminine. In Jungian psychology, Lilith represents the dark feminine archetype, the repressed, shadowy aspects of womanhood that hold both danger and power. In astrology, the black moon Lilith symbolizes hidden desires, rebellion, and untamed instincts. In the 20th century, Lilith was reborn. Feminist writers reclaimed her as the first woman who demanded equality. The Lilith magazine gave her a voice in Jewish feminist circles. The Lilith Fair Music Festival in 1990s celebrated women artists under her name. She transformed from a night demon into a symbol of independence and resistance. Today, when we hear the name Lilith, we hear two voices at once: the warning of the demon in the night and the call of the woman who stood her ground. Lilith is more than a myth. She is a mirror reflecting the timeless struggle between freedom and control, shadow and light. Lilith, the first woman, the first exile, the one who chose herself. Not wicked, not fallen, simply awake. And if we listen closely, even now, she whispers, "I'm equal to you." What do you think? Was Lilith a demon or the first voice of freedom? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if this story resonated with you, like the video and subscribe for more journeys into myth and history.